everybody, welcome to my video. To start this eye look off for the month of Pride, I went ahead and started off with my moisturizing primer, and now I'm going in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and it is the best stuff to lock and load all your eyeshadow looks because it keeps everything locked on. Rub it in. I may not be doing this stuff right, but it's different for everybody. This is the best way I can honestly say that I like doing my makeup because it stays on and it works. Now, if you want to use like any kind of concealer, you definitely can. I have, I think, Maybelline and Wet n Wild. So. Okay, so that's done. Woo! Okay, so what we're gonna do, I have two palettes to start off with, and I think I might throw in another one because I have so many favorites and it's just like unbelievable. Okay, so I have the Zulu palette, and these are probably kind of rough because I use these the most and I love them, but like, look at that, it's awesome. Okay, and then I have the BH, which I love BH Cosmetics, the Weekend Festival palette. Obviously you can see it gets used, so, but these are like the brightest, funnest colors. And then my ultimate favorite is the Take Me Back to Brazil by BH Cosmetics, which, come on, look at all those. You got mattes, you got glitters. Most of them are glitters and I absolutely love it. For my blush, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. I got this, I think it's Alamar Cosmetics, which was also in my BoxyCharm. But like, these are my blushes. Come on now. Like, get out of here. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with, let's see, we're gonna start with the mattes. So let's start with this BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. So I think we're gonna start with this pink. It's called Dippy. So let's just go ahead and dive in. What you want to do is, this is my Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, and what I do is I get like the thick end to my brush and I just coat it on, because what you're going to do is you're going to pat this stuff on, and then I'll probably cut crease, and then, you know, you'll blend it all in. So let's just get started. Basically, you're just gonna like layer this stuff on. So for me, I like to get like another clean brush. It's basically like almost like the same thing, maybe a tad bit fluffier. So then we're gonna go in with Palooza, which is that one. It's like a teal, which is, it's a matte. I like mattes better than anything else. So. And it's okay if it ain't so clean right now. It ain't gonna be clean. Not always. Okay, so then I'm gonna go in with, now I'm gonna go in with purple. I'm copying a photo of a person I seen on Instagram and is part of my makeup group, and I seen her colors and I was just like, holy crap, I have to try this. So now we're gonna go in with Hippie, which is like a, it's not a bright orange, but it's like a burnt orange. And like I said, pack it on there. I mean, that's what I do. It sounds like a waste, but it's not. And you're basically just gonna add these in together, layer them on. See, oh my god, just look how pretty that is. I'll probably go ahead and add a little bit of orange from that Zulu palette. Like I said, I'd rather just go ahead and get a better brush, not a better brush, but a cleaner brush. And I want to add a little bit of yellow. So that's what we're gonna do. Just get into that orange a little bit. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to find, I got so many brushes. Okay, we're gonna go back in with this fluffy side of this brush, and I'm just gonna like blend. They tell you blending is important, which it is. I ain't gonna lie, it's important. I'm probably not blending like how most people would blend, which, like I said, there ain't no problem with that. But like, look at that. Like, I love how it looks like cotton candy. Like, that's pretty. So we're just gonna repeat that step, and we're gonna do it again. So go back in with Dippy. You can do it not just from this palette, you can do it from any palette, because if you've got a palette that's multicolored like this, then you're fine. And just pretty much step and repeat. Oh my god, I love this color. Sorry, I had to do a little dance break. Okay, so we're gonna go in with purple. Like I said, I don't do things the same way people do, which isn't a problem. Because I've learned from being so far into this community by now that I'm no pro. Never went to school for it. But when they tell you to look at YouTube videos and ask questions and all kinds of stuff, girl, do it. Okay, so we're gonna blend. Blend so violently. That's like the best way I can describe. So much more like effortless when you just blend. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut crease next. And when I cut crease, take your time. For me, I'd rather take my time, but get your concealer, whatever concealer you want to do. You get a flat brush like this. I don't know if you can see, it's been through a lot. But you get a little bit on here. And just pat it on your lid. And you put the tape on there, and this is the best part about having this tape. When you do this concealer, that way it doesn't get so messy. And you can do a wing, like I'm doing. All right. We're just going to repeat on the other side. I'm sure I'm going to mess up a little bit, but like, who doesn't mess up? At least I can admit, like, nothing I do is going to be perfect. Some people may say that cut crease isn't always important, which it's not always important, but if you want this dimensional type of thing that I'm about to do, you want it. So okay, I'm gonna give that a second. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna use is Hard Candy Popping Pigments Glitter Stay. This stuff is like glitter adhesive type of stuff. I have two different kinds of glitters I'm probably going to be using, which is I'm using the Stila Cosmetics Glitter and Glow collection, and it's Diamond Dust, which it's like, I have to swatch this because it's like beyond everything. which it's just like, it's like a mini, but like, look at all of that. Yeah, my hands are pretty scratched up. I am a mom, I am a cat mom, I am a dog mom, I am a regular mom, and I'm a wife, so my hands are like constantly like, it's crazy. Okay, so for me, I try and squeeze a little bit out because this stuff will hold the glitter, which I have loose glitter too, so we'll see. But you're just gonna pat some on there because you want this stuff to stay. Freezing cold. That's how we already know when it's here. My dog will probably do it for Louis Bell. And just keep adding the stuff on. I honestly, you can go to Walmart, you can go to Target, you can go to any of these places like drugstores. They're gonna have either probably the NYX glitter adhesive, which is like not much better, I won't say, but like everybody has the brand, different brands that they like. They like the name brand stuff, they like the cheap stuff. For me, I'm not a cheap ass, but I like deals. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so now everything's patted on there. It's drying up, which probably isn't the best thing, but this is the Katy Kat glitter. It comes with this when you go to like Marshall's or whatever, and you can get some there. But it's like loose glitter. So I'm going to go ahead and dip my brush in and go ahead and start going crazy. Oh, yes. And you're probably going to want to put enough on there, but you're going to have maybe a little bit of fallout. Just because it's loose glitter. And that's another like big thing about like this tape, is it's so awesome. It like catches most of the glitter. And you just want to pat. And you're gonna put it at the tip of this flat brush, so you can I love flat brushes. I'd rather use a flat brush honestly on everything if I can. And you're just gonna keep adding. It helps with the wing especially. So okay. Now with this eye, I'm probably going to use a different brush, a little smaller brush. But see, you're going to get, it's crazy, that glitter, oh my god, that glitter effect is everything. Don't let nobody tell you that glitter is overrated. Oh yeah, much better. As far as like doing it, both brushes are like the best. And honestly, when I got into this makeup stuff, I was just like, my mom was just like, do you want makeup brushes for your birthday and stuff? And I'm like, whatever, yeah, sure. And ever since then, it's just like, I can't get enough. Oh my gosh, I love this glitter. Alright, I'm going to go back in with a flat brush just to make sure I pat it all right. Okay, you guys, you ready for this? Come on now. Yes. Oh my god, that, oh, it's so pretty. But like I said, some things are not going to be perfect. Like this wing right here. It's not perfect, but you just go back in and do minor fixes. At least on here, I'll straight up say it doesn't look right. So then I'm going to go in with one of these brushes and you're just going to brush away. Oh my gosh, gosh, I got glitter boobies. Get most of the glitter off. You can use makeup wipes. You can use anything. But now, I mean, I've got glitter all over my face, but okay. So now we're gonna do the bottom lid, which I'm just gonna go back in with, let's say, let's do pink. Let's do pink. Okay, so what I wanna do is I wanna get like one of these type flat brushes, but it's like a little bit more thicker. And then I'm just gonna pat that stuff on. If I'm looking different directions, don't mind me. So you're just gonna go on your waterline right here. Just pat. So I'm gonna do different colors though. And then I'm gonna go back in with the blue, purple. You mix it in, it doesn't matter. Pretty, okay. Which you wanna try and blend it in just a little bit just because, I mean, it's a different color than what the glitter is, but it's okay. And then, you know what I'm gonna do? Here's what we're gonna do. Add a little bit more pink, which we're gonna clean it up. That's where the concealer comes in. Pretty much fixes any mistake you got. So I'm gonna do, instead of pink, purple, then blue, I'm using on this side, I'm using pink, blue, and then purple. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go in with concealer and go ahead and clean the stuff up. So let me make sure I got all this glitter and stuff off my face before I do all that. But you'll use concealer to go in and clean this stuff up. But honestly, what we're going to do first is that we're just going to go ahead and we're going to put foundation on, which I use the Tarte Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation in Fair to Neutral, which, you know, at the beginning of the video, we went ahead and primed. So now that it's pretty much, you know, all good on my face, you can add more if you want to. It just depends on really, honestly, what kind of skin type you have. And then we're just going to take this and then just takes me I never used Shape Tape before. I use like Wet n Wild, normal, just, you can do anything you want to do on your face. But one day I walked into Ulta and I'm like, well, let me go ahead and see what this craziness is all about. And it's amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna take my sponge and then my e.l.f. spray. It's just easier to wet the sponge and then go crazy. They tell you with this type of with foundation to pat, which I'm patting and rubbing. Like I said, I don't know everything that I'm doing is right, but it works for me. And I know older generations probably, when they watch this, if they even get on YouTube, this stuff is good for anybody's skin, I want to say. See, like, you can clean it up a little bit. I just like doing everything one done and easy. Which I still have a little bit of glitter on my face, but it's not bad. So, okay. Then we're going to go in with my concealer. I don't like putting a whole lot. But. Okay. And then we're going to go back in and I spray. And we're gonna go under. Some people use brushes. Some people use sponges. For me, I'd rather use a sponge to clean my stuff up. But if you want finer lines and you really don't want to go too much in, or you're scared you're gonna mess it up, because let's be honest, this makeup is bomb. gosh, that's pretty. Okay, so now we're gonna go on with this Airspun Loose Face Powder, which I have it in Naturally Neutral. And it's got holes in it, but it depends on how much you want to put in there. So. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my Moda RL brush, and I'm just gonna pat on, and this basically finishes your look. It makes it look like, you know, bomb. It smells so good. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Okay, so now we're gonna go in. I got so much stuff going on over here. Okay, I'm back. So I have this, it's called the Cover FX, and I am not a big fan of contouring, but I feel like sometimes you have to, especially with my skin being as fair as it is. So this is like, this also came in my BoxyCharm, but this is what I got. It's like everything. It's got a highlighter, contour, finishing powder, blush, and a brightener. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get my, I'm going to use a beauty blender, and I'm going to dip in my contour. So that's that. And it is called a Silhouette. And you're just going to go up here by your hairlines and that. And blend. Okay. And then go on. I feel like a beauty sponge blender is like more accurate when it comes to contouring. But basically contouring is to make it look more natural. So you want to get up in your hairline too. And you're just gonna blend. Blend out. Blend out. So it makes me look like not as pale, but my lights probably will bring out, you know, make me look pale. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna dip into the blush, which is Sublime. So let's see. Which I use the other ones too, the Elmar, because I like, if you want Sunkissed, then that's like your go-to blush. But I also have Wet n Wild because it just depends on what you want to use. But summertime I use orange. Okay, so then now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my Pretty Vulgar Shimmering Swan, which y'all have to see this. I don't know if my we'll pick it up, but it's so pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this little sponge, and then I'm just gonna rub it in, and you're gonna put it right here on your cheekbone. Oh my gosh, I love this stuff. Like I said, I got most of my stuff in the stores, but BoxyCharm is so awesome, and I highly advertise it because they're just like really great. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my brush and dip it in my highlighter and go on my nose. I mean, come on, look at that. And then I put Cupid. If you're not comfortable, and I put it on my chin. You highlight where you know, want it to go. What you want highlighted. Yeah, put some on my eyebrow too. You can put some under your eyebrow if you really want that crazy effect, but today I'm not gonna do that. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna curl my eyelashes, and then we're gonna put some eyelash, or not eyelashes on. You could put eyelashes on if you want to, but mine are so big, and I'm trying not to brag, but they're so big that I really just don't need eyelashes. So let's just go ahead and dip it. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with a Manicure Beauty Bloom Volumizing Mascara, which is like this. Another thing I got out of BoxyCharm. But I also have Better Than Sex Too Faced Mascara, which is amazing. So. you want to get the top and bottom lashes. I don't care to do bottom lashes, but I mean, that brings me back to my point of doing what you feel comfortable doing, what you like doing. I do little videos here and there, like snippets on Instagram. Ooh, see? You're gonna make mistakes. But to be able to do an actual video that people might actually watch, I want to go full into makeup. Whether it's I didn't graduate high school like everybody else. I didn't do life the way normal people probably would have did out of my high school, which I am from Michigan. I was born and raised in Pensacola, but Michigan is my home and will always be my home. I met my husband and had my baby and everything down here. So I love the history that I have down here, but home is home, and that is up in the UP. So if you're from Michigan, shout out. But yeah, I didn't grow up normal like everybody else. So let's just put it that way. That's what we're gonna say. All right, so now I'm just gonna go in with just a normal black eye pencil, which I'm sure everybody has one. So let me just go ahead and do that. You're gonna pull down your eyelid and you're gonna get under your lash a little bit. I like going full into it, so go ahead and pull that down. Woo. Now, normally I would just go ahead and go in on, we're probably just going to go ahead and do so, but liquid eyeliner. I'm not going to do a big wing today because this is like a whole lot of wing right now. So this is also what I got my BoxyCharm. It's Beauty for Real. It is basically the best eyeliner that I've ever had. So I give it a minute to let all the stuff like sink down into it. So now we're just going to go right on our lash line. It's kind of hard when you have glitter, like I do, the chunky glitter on, but it just gives your eyes more of a full effect. So, okay. Oh my gosh, I love this glitter. It's like crazy. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and spray. You want to spray, setting spray is so important. It locks everything in. Which, the first time I think I ever heard or seen of setting spray was when my sister-in-law, April Miller, did my makeup for my wedding. So she kind of showed me how and what you do. She started me off. I'll give that girl some credit. So let's just do it that way. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I prime my lips. So either I use the EOS lip balm or I use, I'm trying to find it. Oh, there it is. Okay. 2-in-1 lip spa, which it's got the lip gloss, not gloss, but like chapstick on top, and then it's got the sugar scrub at the bottom, which I've got 2 different kinds, but we'll just go ahead and use this one because it's a little more simpler. So I'm just gonna put this stuff on my lip. When I say priming is important, it is so important because your skin will get so dried out and your lips will get so chapped when people are like, I can't do lipstick right, it just looks all... I didn't know what I was doing at first, and honestly I watched a YouTube video and I read stuff on Facebook and it says the stuff with the sugar scrub in it, do it on your lips, moisturize and moisturize. So let's just go ahead and do this, and you're gonna just Get it all over. I get it everywhere. So then you're just gonna go ahead and get some makeup wipes. I just got normal off-brand makeup wipes, girl. Okay. This stuff gets messy, but I love my sugar spray that I have, and it's from Wet n Wild, and it's watermelon. But I found this stuff also at Marshall's. It's just crazy what you can find. Okay, for me to prime, I go ahead and use my EOS lip balm. Okay, so then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, debating on whether or not I want to do like a bright lip or what, because yeah, let's be honest, I love anything Jeffree Star, and I want to be like him. I want to have a home in Michigan and Florida. I want everything that man has. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go with my Bullet Jeffree Star lipstick in Starfish. So I'm gonna just go ahead and show you what this looks like. Oh my gosh, I am not never was a big lipstick fan, but when I got this, it was like the best thing ever. So we'll go ahead and swatch. Like, how pretty is that pink? That's so pretty. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. I like overdrawing my lips, and with his lipstick it's easy because it didn't really have like a sharp point, but it's like smooth and creamy. Oh, I love it. It smells like creamsicle. Like, it smells so good. Okay, so what do I want to do? Okay, so this stuff is also what I got my box. I use BoxyCharm a whole lot, obviously. So this is the Eye Luster Cream Eyeshadow from Ciat. Let's go ahead and swatch this bad boy because I've put it on my Insta stories and stuff before. But like, come on. And it's like purple, but you can put this on your eyes and you can put this on your lips. So let's just go ahead and dab. And you can go ahead and put a lot. You can put not much at all, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to go in with this brush that has glitter on it already. I cleaned a little bit. Okay, so one thing I did forget to do, which I'm going to go ahead and do now, which it sounds terrible, but I'm going to go ahead and go back in with my Weekend Festival, and I'm going to tag, let's see, what do we want to use, guys? Do we want to use gold or do we not want to use gold? I'm debating whether, okay, so we're going to go ahead and use this blue. It's like Aladdin blue. I say Aladdin because I love that movie and I love this color. So you're just gonna just dab it in there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go right in right here. You can use any kind. You can use brighter ones if you want to. So I'm gonna go back in, I'm gonna use Spirit, and I'm gonna dab that on top of it to brighten up the blue just a little bit. I'm gonna go back on the brush and dab it, dab it. I am like almost like an entire perfectionist because I love my stuff to look even and done. So, but for now, that's it. So let's just go ahead and take a look. And that's what it should look like, or at least similar to that. Take your time and by all means practice and practice. I can't say this enough because on YouTube videos, you don't see people say the real deal. I make mistakes. I'm not always precise in what I'm doing. My steps are not always the same. And you don't have to use all the products that I use. Use what you want to use, because I mean, nothing's ever the same. So I'm gonna go ahead and peace out. But thank you for watching, and thank you for taking the time. Comment a rainbow and let me know if you like it or not. Tell me what you want to see in these videos, because the next ones, I want to keep spitting them out. So just let me know. All right. See you guys later. Bye.